What's up, y'all? Today I want to talk about what you do after you graduate high school. So look, if you don't really have a plan or you really don't know what exactly you want to do for the rest of your life, like your career or how you gonna make money or how you gonna maintain having a house or apartment or something like that, the best thing I would possibly do is first you gotta find out what you want to do with yourself, kind of figure out what you want to do as a career. And I know it might not be that easy starting out, but I guess what you can do is you can kind of talk to if you have people around, you can talk to people and ask them what they did when they first graduated high school. Ask them what they did and what they enjoyed doing as a job or something like that. If you never had a job before, like me, I never had a job before. So if they are when they graduated high school, ask them what they did when they first got their first job, like what it was. So figure out what you would want your first job to be like. Like, do you want it to be labor? Do you want it to be cooking? Do you want it to be do you want it to be let's say working on a computer, what do you want your first job to be? And kind of you might, if you one of those people who don't want to do something like outside of college, like if you one of those people who want to have just like a normal job, like a normal business, like out there in the world, besides having your own business, like somebody who want their own business, I would recommend y'all to just start out and just keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop doing what you're doing, because the consistency gonna show you that the money coming. But for somebody who just want a normal job out there in the world, um, yeah, just find out what you really want to do. Kind of like you gotta you gotta get your first job, and you gotta see do I want to do this as a long term thing, like for a job? So basically, get your just start small. That's what I would do. I would start small. I'll start small, like probably at not a grocery store. Start at you could start at a restaurant or something like that. Like start small, but not too small to where the job like barely paying you money. I mean, obviously, if you ain't got your college degree, you probably ain't gonna get nothing that's too, but then again, some people know how to make that work too. So some people know how to make it work without the college degree. But what I would say is just get your first job and see what you like to do. And for the people who don't want to do that, for the people who want their own business and want to come out with their own type of job, start off, you might have to build your website on the computer, get on your computer and start your own website, start your social media accounts and all that crap. And once you do all that, then you can start uploading and just start pushing your job. Now the thing is, when you first starting your business out, sometimes you might not see no results, because I mean that's just, you might not see no results in the beginning, and that don't mean that there is no results, because I mean just keep doing it and just keep doing it, eventually something gonna happen for you. So just just start out by uploading. Just start out by starting your website on your computer, on your cell, on your phone or whatever, and you'll eventually get where you need to get with your self-employed, your self business. So, but for the people who are going to college too, what I would say is, if you're going to college, um, having a whole bunch of classes at one time might be too much for you. So just start off with a couple of classes. It'll make it easier, and it won't burn you out. It won't make you like, man, like dang, I started all these classes and now I don't want to do them. So just when you first starting out in college, man, just start with what you know you can like handle, kind of so, and you'll pretty much get where you need to be in college too. Just for everybody who's just coming out of high school, bro, like you just getting out of high school, man, just just put your mind in that one field and keep going in that field, and just man. So, and I'm gonna just explain what's going on. I ain't gonna explain all of it, but I'm gonna explain what's going on with me. Like, like when I first graduated high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I mean, I kind of found out what I wanted to do. What you really would want to do is like just find out what you like doing, and then once you start making money too, once you got out of high school and you making money, you gotta have a saving. You gotta have like a saving plan, like a money saving plan. Like if you saving money, that's gonna get you a long way too. Just save money, bro. But for the people coming fresh out of high school, man, I'm gonna just line it up and dumb it out for y'all. But the people coming fresh out of high school, figure out what you want to do. Then after you figure out what you want to do, go do that. Save some money, and while you're saving your money, it's gonna find a way you saving money and stuff like that. That's gonna find a way. So you gotta learn how to save your money. So figure out what you want to do, save your money, for and and make sure it's something that you want to do for a lifetime too, or for at least for years. And maybe you don't want to do it for a lifetime. Maybe you want to do it for a couple of years, but the best thing I can say is, just figure out what you want to do. Well, most of the time, once you figure out what you want to do, then once you jump into your second job, you already know what you're doing. So, I mean, it'll come to you. It'll come to you. So, just y'all got it, bro. For all the people coming fresh out of high school and stuff like that, and don't know if they want to go to college or nothing like that. So, yeah. For the people who want to be like, want to get on the internet and be like partner pusher, or YouTube partner, or YouTube pusher, or just all the little social media websites, like that you can make money off of. Man, go for it, bro. Just go for it because, you know, why not, bro? I mean, just make yourself happy, So um, y'all got it though, bro. Like, all the people coming out of high school. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but y'all got it, bro. You got it. It's really not as complicated. It's really not that complicated. Just figure out what you want to do and figure out how to save money. A lot of money. Just save your money. Um, Start out small. Your money just gonna keep growing. So uh, yeah. I think that's where I'm gonna go ahead and end this off at though, y'all. I just wanted to come on here, just give a little advice. I'm not saying I know everything because I don't know everything, but um, y'all, y'all just start off. Y'all start, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna be uploading more videos like this, just talking, and I'm gonna come back with the music too. So I'll catch y'all in the next one.